Yo guys, how we all doing? I hope we're all doing good. As you can see by the title, we are doing a book haul. Book haul? A book collection of every single book I have, every single book I've got in my collection. And then obviously I'm getting more at Christmas, so next year it'll be an up-to-date one. Because I intend to, like most, probably get books during the year and everything else like that. So yeah, let's get into it. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of books. Not a lot of books actually. So yeah, let's get into the books that I'm wanting to read and drastically want to read at the moment. So I'm going to get into this one, and that is The Rock's autobiography. Want to really pick this. Had this for like nearly 2 years. I'm still not ready. I'm into autobiographies and stuff. So the majority of these are autobiographies. Pretty much, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one, and I hope it brings out an up-to-date version, so it'll link nicely with this one. Really much, hopefully. I say hope. It is a big, massive hope that he does bring out a book and stuff. Another one is the Hulk Hogan Life Out of the Ring. Yeah, Life Out of the Ring, so it's about him outside of the ring, what he does outside the ring. I think it goes up to time when he signed with TNA, I think it was his time when he signed with TNA, I'm not too sure. I know he talks about his son at the beginning. And everything else like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this one. I read his first one, but that took me 6 years to read. Which is weird. It's true. It's Kurt Angle's autobiography. Most of these are autobiographies that I want to read. And you just probably be like, why'd you want to read autobiographies? The problem is these fell out. The pictures fell out. Which is so annoying. Because I don't even know where they meant to go now. But they did, they just fell out. But I'm glad none of the pages have fell out because I'd be so pissed off. But to be quite fair, to get it used, it was like near enough £100 just for thingy, but it was like $16.99. I don't get it, but yeah, it's true. A storybook, and that is from Michael Mapurguru, Listen to the Moon. We wanted to read this for a year. I just had it for 2 years, still not read it. Okay, a book that I just randomly picked up and I didn't even... It looked interesting. I read the inside of it. I also read the outside of it. And I read it, read the first page and I got into it. And it's a sequel or something, so I wasn't really too sure. But yeah, it's Fallen in Love by Lauren Kate. I don't know, I picked it up for some random strange reason. Why? I haven't got a clue. Next we have The Revenant, the book. Got this for free. If you bought the DVD or the movie, you got the book for free. And do I really want to read this? Because I've watched the book and I don't get why Leonardo DiCaprio got an Oscar for it when he's had far better movies and played far better characters. I don't really get it how he got an Oscar for this. But hey, I got it for free, so I can read it if I got one, whatever. My favorite war book, and that is Private Peaceful. I read this when I was in high school, and I got into it so much, but then I dropped out pretty much. Well, I didn't drop out, I just didn't... Yeah, whatever, that's not part of the story pretty much. But yeah, I got that. I also got the film of it as well, but I'm not really too keen on the film. I'm more keen on the book itself. I think the book is far better than the film. I think it's... Yeah, it's a novel of the First World War, so it's about the First World War. It's pretty cool. This one I got from a charity shop, I think it was, or was it the library? I can't remember. But Kestrel for a Naff. More like something like my sister would read, give or take. I don't know, I read the back of it. I think there was a blurb inside it, wasn't there? Or was it just a blurb on the back? There was a blurb on the back. And it looked really good. So I thought, why not pick it up? the woman that changed the UFC, and that is the Ronda Rousey story. My Fight, Your Fight. I picked it up. I think I got this for about £3, something like that. About £3. And I was like, you know what? £3, not a bad deal. I'll pick it up and watch it pretty much. That is the type of thing I wanted to read. Anyway, I wanted to read a book. And I hope they sell that pop. Now, this was a controversial pickup when I picked it up. This was a controversial pickup because my mom was like, oh, why do you want to read his stuff? Why do you want to read his stuff and everything? Because of what he did in the past. Should you really condone what he did? I was like, I'm interested to see his story, pretty much. I would always want to be interested in his story. I've been a big fan of Mike Tyson. I've not been a big fan of him, but I've always known who he is, and I've watched one or two of his fights on YouTube and stuff. And obviously I know him because of WWE. But as Mike Tyson, Undisputed Truth. So I've been wanting to watch this. I watched this program about this where he went and told his story. And he may be a bad guy. He may not. But to me, it's Mike Tyson. To me, it's Mike Tyson. He's one of the greatest boxers of all time. Excluding the all-time best boxer of all time is Muhammad Ali. Straight up. Next I have the second Harper Lee book. That is Go Set a Watchman. The second book. This is a prequel. No, a sequel to To Kill a Mockingbird. It says on the title To Kill a Mockingbird as well, and I'm just not reading it very much. But yeah, why I picked this up, I didn't pick it up, I got it from a birthday. My sister told me about it, and I was like, ooh, yes! Let's pick it up, because I love To Kill a Mockingbird, and I thought I may as well love this one, but I haven't read it yet. Strangely enough, just not read it yet. My favorite footballer of all time, and that is Steven Gerrard. The Gerrard. Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard, my story. Yeah. I got this for Christmas last year, so it's been a year since I've had it, and I still haven't read it. But it's a big old book, man. I am into big books, but it just takes me a while to get into it. Daniel Bryan, yes, my probable journey to the main event of WrestleMania. What can I say about this? It's amazing. It's his autobiography. I kind of wish, because he's got more to tell. The thing is, I understand that people who have to tell their autobiographies early, but it means they can add on to it and make more books, which is pretty cool. And I think Daniel Bryan should do that with this one. Start reading it. I haven't got into it. Okay, Shawn Michaels one. The second Shawn Michaels one, which is Shawn Michaels wrestling my faith, the legend and the faith of a WWE superstar. Pretty much talks about what he did and talks about his redemption and how he found God and stuff like that. It's not really a wrestling biography where he talks about his wrestling. I think it's more of a talk of how good he is and not how good he is, but how he found God and stuff, which is amazing. It has something from The Undertaker, it has something from Vince and something from Thingy. But I'll tell you the thing, Shawn's greatest challenge came from deep within himself, and it's been inspiring to watch this man pull himself from the depths of his own personal hell by immersing himself in his faith. That's from The Undertaker. The Undertaker didn't really get on with him that much, and he didn't get on with The Undertaker. Yeah, Shawn Michaels didn't get on with anybody, but, you know, guys like The Undertaker, guys like Triple H, guys like Austin and all that, realize how awesome he is and stuff. Next we have his first one, which is a bit floppy, which is good, because it means I can get into it. I've just never actually got into this, which is weirdly enough, and I've tried, but I've never got into it, and that's the Heartbreak and Triumph, the Shawn Michaels story. which is weird. I've just never really got into his book, but I hope I will. JBL's book. Have More Money Now. Have More Money Now, the JBL book. There was an older version when I think he had his beard and stuff. I think this is an up-to-date version. I'm not too sure. But it talks about how he becomes rich. It's like an autobiography type book, which is pretty cool. It's an autobiography type book, which is awesome. Okay, let's get into the... Wow, we got two stacks, and we got 3 stacks left. Okay. The Anfield Songbook, we have Dreams and Songs to Sing, which is just a songbook of everything. LFC on this day. Should we see what's on this day? What day are we on? December 15th. Should we see what happened in... where's October? Nope. I want December. December 15th. What happened on December 15th? Okay, December 15th, 1990. Oh, this was Saturday. Steve McManaman makes his Liverpool debut coming off the bench for Peter Beardsley in a 2-0 win over Sheffield United at Anfield. John Barnes and Ian Rush had scored the goals before Mack had made the first of 364 appearances for the club. His first of 66 goals came in a 2-1 defeat to Man City at Main Road on August the 21st, 1991. McManaman scored scored his last goal, the winner in a 3-2 victory over Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield on May the 1st, 1999, before joining Real Madrid for $6 million. $6 million is a freaking lot of money, isn't it? Back then, wasn't it? $6 million is drastically a lot of money. Yeah, but Lotto 26. You should do it by year, you know what I mean? But that'll take up a long time. That really would take up a long time. Okay. Let me show you these two first. Kenzuki's Kingdom. Oh shit. Here we go, Gathering Cups in May. This is all about the 5 European stories. I actually read this. Strangely enough, when I got this in 2009. And every time I went to go and see my girlfriend at the time, I'd read this on the book, on the train. Whatever I was going to get, I would read it. Pretty much. So yeah, it's a good book. Don't get me wrong, it's a good book. I enjoyed it. I think I stopped 2005. I think I was on the last story. Not the last story, 2005. It won't be the last story. Okay, next we have a trilogy. Well, not a trilogy, but a book series. That I've got that I don't seem to ever want to read, which is weird. But anyway, these are in no particular order because I can't remember the order. But we have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Renaissance, I think it's called. Assassin's Creed Revelations. I don't know if you can see that. Assassin's Creed The Secret Crusade. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Assassin's Creed Underworld. And Assassin's Creed Unity. I know there's more to come. I don't know what my dad was doing. He's just pottering around in circles, which is weird. I know there's more to come. But, oh well. Next we have Batista Unleashed. Unleashed? Yeah, Unleashed. And that's the Batista autobiography. I hope he comes out with another one. The Fernando Torres, the number 9. Yeah. I got this And then 2 days later, he left Liverpool. You freaking... I don't get it. I bought this. I got it. And then he goes and leaves Liverpool. Damn you, Torres. Damn you. Another book which is Red or Dead. I'm not too sure what this is about. This is the story of one man, Bill Shankly, and his work. And of his life after that work. A man in two halves. Home and away. Red or Dead. I've been wanting to read this, but it's a massive book. And the thing is, I'm not into... Like I keep saying, I'm not into it. But damn, I'd love to read this book and see what Bill Shankly... How people perceive the Bill Shankly to be. Next we have Rey Mysterio, Behind the Mask. Good book actually, good read. I enjoyed that book. I gotta sneeze, man. Gotta sneeze. Okay, maybe not. Hillsborough, The Truth. I haven't read it yet. Tried to, but I have just can't read it. Which is weird. Michael Jackson. Look how big this book is, right? I'm not joking. This is a massive book, right? I got it. My mom was like, "Oh, you're not gonna read it. You're not gonna read it. You're not gonna read it." And she is right. I got this in 2009, I think it was, or 2010. Summer 2000, Christmas. So far, she has been right. I haven't read it. I've tried to, but I just can't get into it. Do you know when you get books, but you have to get into them? That's how I feel at the moment. We have Triple H's book, Approach to a Better Body. This is an autobiography, but he also talks about how he gets into shape, his cardio, what he eats, or at the time what he eats. I don't know if he eats it now. Whatever. But then we have Torres El Nino. El Nino? El Nino. Yeah, El Nino. His story. I got this from my girlfriend my ex-girlfriend. My girlfriend at the time for Valentine's, I think it was. I can't remember. A lot of controversy here. If you're a Liverpool supporter, you might not pick this up. I don't care. I don't care. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, the greatest manager to ever grace the Premier League. To ever grace the Premier League, and that's Sir Alex Ferguson, man. I'm sorry, but I had to. Because, look, I may be a Liverpool supporter, and I may be a Liverpool supporter through and through, but you can't deny what this guy's done. You can't deny the mindset he is. You can't deny the fact that what he did with United, even when he had young players, you can't deny it. He is one of the best or greatest managers of all time. And Liverpool supporters, if you can't say that Sir Alex Ferguson is the best manager of all time, you think, well, he's a Man U fan, he's Man U. Well, put your pride to one side, right? Put your pride and dignity to one side. Put your pride to one side and appreciate this man. Seriously, appreciate this man, because I'm going to get a lot of backlash from Liverpool fans at the bottom. Because you're like, oh my god, you support Man U. I'm not supporting Man U. I'm a Liverpool fan through and through. But this guy is... I'm sorry, but Sir Alex Ferguson is the greatest manager to ever grace the Premier League. We've had great managers like Bob Paisley. Is it Bob Paisley or Bill Shankly? Bill Shankly and Bob Paisley. And Fegan. Come on, Sir Alex Ferguson, man. For the last 28 years in the club. Man, it's weird. Next we have Mick Foley. Have a nice day. And secondly, but not least, Mick Foley is good. Foley is good. I don't know why his first one had to be so big, but the second one is massive as well. Next we have The Stone Cold Truth. We want to try and read this, but haven't really got into it. Cheating, Death, Stealing, Life, the Edgar Guerrero story. I read this within 2 weeks. Crazy, 2 weeks. I read that within 2 weeks. Mental. This isn't really a book, but it's a trivia book, and it's the World Wrestling Entertainment trivia book. So yeah. DX. Triple H and Shawn Michaels, the DX, the unauthorized history of D Generation X. Great book. Seriously, it's a great book. I'm not gonna lie. It's a fantastic book. One of the best books I've ever seen in my life. Anonymous Canadian wrestling legend. Truly, D Generation X is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. I think that's kind of when you realized Bret was coming back when that book was released. Okay. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Journey into Darkness. The unauthorized. It's a novel about Kane, pretty much. And To Kill a Mockingbird. Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. An Eagle in the Snow. Really like this book. I finished this book within about 2-3 days, give or take. Really good book. And then, no joke, and then Brock Lesnar, The Death Clutch, his autobiography. I finished this book within 2 days. 2 days, guys. Within 2 days, I finished this book. And it was crazy because I read it and I was like, man, this is crazy. This is a really good book. And it really is. Don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic book. Really good book. I enjoyed that so much. If you haven't got it, I recommend picking it up because it's a fantastic book. Okay. My pride, my possessions, and my everything in these. Chris Jericho. A Lion's Tail. Chris Jericho. That one's a bit better than Blues, and I'm never going to sell these. Chris Jericho, Undisputed, his second book. And his third book, The Best in the World. And why I have no idea. But, this one is my pride and precious. This one is my pride, and this one is my passion. I got it signed. I met freaking Chris Jericho, guys. I met Chris Jericho. I got it signed. It was awesome. It was weird because I went into town one day and they were in the UK doing a tour, and I didn't think he was going to be there, but he was, and he was also on SmackDown. The day he was at the book signing, and I seen it, and I had to text my friend because I knew he was a fan of Chris Jericho as well. So I texted him and said, yo, Chris Jericho is in Liverpool. Chris Jericho is doing a book signing. Have you got time to get a book? He was like, yeah, he's got his book. And I was like, I went to my mom and said, Mom, I need my book. And she was like, no, why? No, you're not getting your book. I went, Mom, Chris Jericho's coming. Chris Jericho's step up. She was still very adamant that she wasn't going to let me have the book. And I was like, but why? Seriously. But she let me have the book and I got it signed and I was very happy. The annoying thing is though, I wanted to get all three signed. But people were saying, no, you can't have all three signed. I was like, what the fuck? Piss off. Seriously, get lost. But yeah. Anyway, that's my book collection. Crazy, isn't it? Very crazy. Very, very crazy, but that's my book collection. I will be doing an update one, but at the moment, not so yet. Now, I gotta put them all back on there. But it's fine, because the ones I'm putting on my shelf are easy. I know the ones there. The ones I'm not putting back on my shelf, I could just shove them on there in any order, really. So that's pretty fine. So anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, give it a big old thumbs up. And yeah, peace out, guys.